Hello students, last time we have explained about beekeeping equipments which are essential for successful practice of apiculture or beekeeping, that is scientific culturing and rearing of the honeybees so as to obtain the bee products such as honey, beeswax, royal jelly, propolis, pollen grains or bee venom. So today we are going to explain the next topic, that is beekeeping and the seasonal management. So first we will explain the methods or activities which are useful for beekeeping practice. The proper management of beekeeping program needs following things such as the hive should be kept nearer places from where the bees can easily collect the nectar and the pollen. So the place of apiary or the uh, beekeeping practice where actual bee boxes are kept, that should be close to the field or the flowering plant vegetation, close to the flowering plant vegetation, so that the bees can collect the nectar and pollen easily. So the hive box or the bee boxes or the artificial hives should be kept the nearer places from where the bees can easily collect the nectar and pollen, that is flowering plant vegetation should be close to the apiary. Then the hive boxes must be kept under shade or at cool places. So the hive must be kept in shade, that is under the trees, so as to maintain the cool condition in the hive boxes, so as to prevent the absconding behavior or the swarming behavior of the bees. And thus it is essential to keep the bee boxes or hive boxes under the shade or under the tree so as to maintain cool condition in the hive box. Then thirdly, apiary should be located aside the road for transport facilities. So the place of apiary or the actual beekeeping practice uh, should be done close to the uh, road or near or aside to the roads for the transport facilities. Then fresh reservoir of the water should be present near the hive. So for provision of drinking water to the honeybees, there should be a fresh water reservoir near the site of the apiary. And fifth one, that is, there should be good quantity and good quality flora or the flowering plant vegetation must be present in the place of apiary or close to the place of apiary, so that the bees can collect nectar and pollen from the respective flowering plant vegetation. Then next point is flora for beekeeping industry. So honeybees collect nectar and pollen from a long distance, but the flora is most important for the apiculture. So flora means a place of foraging or a place of feeding of the bees, that is collection of nectar and pollen from the flowering plant vegetation should be present uh, in an adequate quantity or a particular type of flora which is to be easily preferred by the bees for the collection of nectar and pollen. So it is most important factor, that is flora for the beekeeping industry is very important, as the bees can collect or honeybees collecting nectar and pollen from the long distance, but the flora is most important for the apiculture or feeding of the honeybees. The flora may be of wild or cultivated type. So there are two type of flora, that is wild type of flora or a permanent or persistent type of flora, that is wild forest or the long-standing trees forms the wild flora, and second type of flora, that is cultivated type, that is agricultural fields in which variety of crops are cultivated season to season, and that type of flora is called as a cultivated type, that is seasonal. So cultivated type of flora is a seasonal flora, but the wild flora is a permanent flora, uh, including the large number of trees or long-standing forest or the wildlife or wild regions or the forest regions, which forms a flora, that is a permanent type of flora which may uh, be available throughout the year for the collection of nectar for the bees. But cultivated flora is a temporary or seasonal type of flora, which includes the variety of crops cultivated in the agricultural fields. So the flora may be of wild type or cultivated type. The more nectar yielding plants are jamun, neem, avla, cheda, jela, soapnut, etc. is a high nectar yielding flora or the variety of the plants. So the more nectar yielding plants are jamun, neem, avla, cheda, jela, soapnut, etc. The other cultivated plants like maize, rose, sorghum, bajri are good source of pollen, and some plants like cherry, apple, shisham, guava, mustard, plum, coconut, etc. are the good sources of both, that is nectar as well as pollen. So the flora for beekeeping is of great importance. So, because of the uh, availability of the nectar and pollen as a feed for the honeybees, and the flora may be of wild type or cultivated type, and there may be three type of flora. One that that is a major source of nectar, such as jamun, neem, avla, cheda, jela, soapnut. Other uh, cultivated plants or the flora, the like maize, rose or sorghum and bajri are the good source of pollen grains. And thirdly, some plants like cherry, apple, sesame, guava, mustard, plum, coconut, etc. are the good source of both nectar and pollen. So there are three type of plants or the flora may present either in a wild type or cultivated type of flora, that is either a source of nectar or a source of pollen or a source of both nectar and the pollen. Then next point for beekeeping, that is also important, that is the selection of bee species and procurement of the colonies. Selection of the bee species and procurement of the colonies. So for the apiculture, bee species are much important. The bees must be gentle, have capability to construct strong colonies, energetic. The bees should be energetic so as to collect large quantity of nectar and pollen from the surrounding flowering plant vegetation, and thus the bees should be energetic. Then good tongue length for sucking of the nectar. Then the bees should be resistant to diseases and enemies or the pest, etc. So for the apiculture, honeybee species are of much importance. The bees must be gentle and have a capability or a good capability to construct strong colony. The bees must be energetic. The bees should have a good tongue length for the sucking of nectar or the plant juices from the flora or the floral plants. Then bees should be resistant to the diseases, enemies and the pest. In Indian environment, the Apis indica and Apis mellifera indica are good or best varieties of the hive bees or the domesticated type of bees, and are recommended or widely accepted or popular species of the honeybees and which are suited for the beekeeping practice uh, for the Indian environment. So in Indian environment, the Apis serena indica or Apis indica and Apis mellifera indica are good. Colonies of above mentioned species can be collected from the good established hives from a commercial beekeeper or the government apiaries like Apiculture Institute, Mahabaleshwar. So, the respective or the desired species of the bees such as either Apis indica or Apis mellifera indica can be collected from the uh, well-established apiaries or the commercial beekeepers like Apiculture Institute, Mahabaleshwar, Agricultural College, Coimbatore, Government Apiary, Geolicot, and Bhupen Apiary, Nainital, or Maganwadi Apiary, Wardha, and Central Bee Research Institute, Pune. So these are the different institutes present in India from where the beekeeper can collect the desired species of the honeybees for the commercial practice of beekeeping or apiculture. Or they may be catch from stray swarm before procurement. A wise good beekeeper must have purchased bee equipments described in earlier and basic knowledge of beekeeping. So, these are the various institutes from where the beekeeper can purchase or beekeeper can collect the desired species of the honeybees for the commercial practice of beekeeping or apiculture. Together with the bees can be collected from stray swarm before procurement. Then beekeeper have to purchase the required beekeeping equipments such as a smoker, honey extractor, hive tool, bee brush, uh, DB feeder, or comb foundation seeds, even the certain materials which are essential for the proper arrangement of the bee boxes, artificial hive or the bee hive. So all these uh, beekeeping equipments must be purchased before to introduce the bee colonies into the hive boxes, and the beekeeper should have the adequate knowledge of the beekeeping or the procurement or the necessary care of the bees at the time of uh, beginning of the beekeeping practice. So beekeeper should have adequate knowledge of the behavior of the bees or the scientific knowledge of the bees or the biology of the honeybees so that beekeeper can culture or can take a proper care of the honeybees if he is having adequate knowledge of the biology and the behavior of the desired species of the honeybees. Then he should have to purchase the bee keeping equipments or whatever the beekeeping equipments present before that could be disinfected or properly sterilized before to set the new colony in the apiary. The colonies or the bee boxes along with 5 to 6 complete combs, that is a comb or the frames, complete comb or the frames with a queen, workers and the drones, even honey or a brood should be kept in the hive boxes. So 5 to 6 complete combs or the frames possessing a queen bee, some workers and the drones together with some quantity of honey and the developing stages or the young ones or a brood that should be kept in the bee boxes in the initial phase of the beekeeping practice. And such colonies sent out in traveling boxes during evening or night in a month of April to the place where the boxes are to be kept. So, such colonies or the bee boxes which are possessing 5 to 6 complete combs that should be kept in the bee box or bee boxes and which can be transported uh, in the night or during night time in month of April to the place where the beekeeping practice supposed to be done. Then next point, important point, that is hiving the colony. Generally, colonies are carried out colonies are carried out in the evening of the same day. The technique of hiving is as follows. So while hiving the bees or procurement of the colony in the initial phase of beekeeping practice, first the beekeeper have to select empty, clean and good hive or the bee box. Then keep the 4 to 5 frames with a comb foundation sheet smeared with a little honey or sprayed with a sugar syrup so as to attract the bees towards the frame containing comb foundation sheet. Then fit a division board and flank top crown board. So after keeping 4 to 5 frames with a comb foundation sheet smeared with honey or sugar syrup, first kept in the bee box, and then the division board and flanked of crown board should be closed. Then pick up the scape by drawing up the loose ends of the seat on which it is sitting and place its mouth downwards on the sloping board. So after fitting the uh, after fitting the division board or the crown board of the bee box at the end of the after keeping 4 to 5 frames possessing comb foundation sheet which are smeared with honey or sugar syrup are first kept into the hive box, and after which the honeybees or the swarm of the bees or the honeybee swarm possessing queen bee, some workers and the drone should be gently lift up the scape and then give it a good hefty downward sack to deposit the bees on the seat. So ultimately, the from the top side of the bee box, honeybee swarms should be introduced or should be shaken down so as to deposit the bees on the seat. So which is first kept onto the top side of the bee box from where the bees themselves pass down. Some bees may crawl upwards, but when the scout bees find the entrance, they will carry out a quick examination inside and then start fanning to attract the bees, milling or the entry. So, after the complete inspection of the scout bees, so whatever the swarm or the colony which are introduced in the new hive boxes containing 4 to 5 frames provided with a comb foundation sheet and smeared with honey or sugar syrup at first which are kept in the bee box, and after that the honeybee colonies or the swarm with one queen, some workers, and the drones are released into the bee box. So, at first, all the bees will not accept the new colony, but after the inspection and the clear idea of inside of the bee box, if it is a sap, it is found to be a sap, then milling or the workers will then accept the new bee box, and after which all the bees can get their entry called as a milling or entry into the new bee box. As the bees receive the message, they will run to entrance of the hive and once the queen has entered the hive, there is no risk to go back. So it is very important that the queen bee should enter the new bee box, and if the queen bee has entered into the bee box, then there will be no risk of the bee colonies to go back. Then place the feeder on the hive. So after milling or entry of all the bees of the colony, when entering inside, after which place the feeder on the hive, feed the roof and leave for a day without a disturbance. Then after which the top side or the top cover of the bee box will be closed uh, by putting the roof or the inner cover or top cover of the bee box, and after which the bees are allowed to settle in the bee box without any disturbance for a day. Then check the hive for homing behavior. After that, daily the beekeeper has to check the hive or the bee box for nesting behavior or homing behavior. Homing behavior or the nesting behavior means the bees, that is worker, queen or the drones, which have entered newly in the new bee box, they should adopt, they should accept the new house or the new hive for the homing or nesting activity, that is the preparation of the new comb on the comb foundation, which is comb foundation sheet, which are provided with frames. So after having the bee colonies in a modern hive boxes, it is necessary to do the routine management like feeding, colony inspection, to check the activity of queen and the condition of the brood, cleaning the hive, providing water. So these are the routine or regular activities of the honeybee colony, such as feeding, colony inspection, then activity of the queen, condition of the brood, cleaning, or provision of drinking water. So all these activities should be done properly, regularly, so as to uh, maintain the normal health of the bees or normal survival of the bees, and that type of activities should be done regularly after hiving the bee colonies in the modern hive boxes. So after having the bee colonies, new bee colonies, which have been introduced in the new bee boxes, after which it is necessary to do the routine management such as the feeding, regular feeding, colony inspection, then to check the activity of the queen, then condition of the brood or developing stages of the life cycle uh, in the frames, then cleaning the hive and provision of the drinking water. So these activities are again can be explained regularly so as to take proper care of the newly introduced hives or the honeybee colonies. So first regular activity, that is the cleaning. If there is a dirt, if there is a dirt or accumulated debris on the frames and hive box on the bottom, then scrape out it from the frame and bottom board and make it clean. So regular cleaning of the bee box, and during which all debris or the dirt accumulated from the frames and the hive box should be removed from the bottom board. Then poor hygienic or uncleanliness, poor hygienic condition or uncleanliness stimulates the bee colonies for swarming behavior. After the cleaning and inspection of the colony, the box should be closed tightly. So after the cleaning and the inspection of the colony, during each time, the box should be closed tightly. Then another important activity next to cleaning, that is feeding. Dearth During dearth period or unfavorable conditions or the drought conditions, the food in the form of sugar syrup must be given to the uh, proper feeding and growth of the honeybees. The sugar syrup is made of 2 part of sugar in 1 part of water and few grains of the tartaric acid. This is the ideal food for the bees to be fed before winter season. This sugar syrup is given to the bees in a DB feeder, that is a division board feeder, that is one of the important equipment similar to the frames, ordinary frames. So one of the frame is replaced by DP feeder and in which the sugar syrup is kept. Sugar syrup, that is 2 part of sugar, 1 part water and few grains of the tartaric acid. So this is what the composition of the sugar syrup that is accepted by the bees easily. So this is a feeding activity and that should be carried out during the dearth period or drought conditions or the unfavorable conditions or during the shortage of the food in the hive box. Then third, that is watering. Water is collected by bees during the active period. So usually what happens, the worker bees at the time of foraging, while collection of nectar and pollen, some of the bees, they also bring the drops of the water or a little quantity of water in their crop or the honey stomach, that is the esophagus and honey stomach, that is the anterior part of the gut in which the bees collect water. Usually, the water is collected by the bees during the active period, and this is used to dilute the winter store of thick honey except honey flow period. So during honey flow period or during regular season of collecting nectar and pollen, the consistency of the honey is thin or containing the adequate quantity of water. But during the winter season, the honey get much dense or dry or become thick or dense. At that time, honeybees used to water for the dilution of the winter store of honey by mixing it with water. So water is collected by the bees during active period to dilute the winter store of thick honey except honey flow period. Water may be provided in a jam jar bottle with a grooves scored in it. So the jam jar bottle having a lid and which is provided with a grooves or the small holes containing water can be kept in the hive box for the provision of water, drinking water to the bees. So, water may be provided in a jam jar bottle with a grooves scored in it with a small holes and that can be kept inverted on the bottom board. So bees will visit the inverted jam jar bottle containing water uh, for the drinking of water. Water with a small amount of sugar and the salt is accepted by bees. So the jam jar water containing water can be mixed with a little quantity of sugar and salt. So that type of water is accepted by bees easily. So this is what about the uh, beekeeping, that is procurement, that is procurement of the colonies or beekeeping practice. While beekeeping practice, there are some conditions which should be followed in the beginning or at the beginning at the time of initiation of beekeeping practice or the uh, flora for the beekeeping industry, then selection of the bee species. So these are the some criterion or the aspects which should be considered while beginning the practice of beekeeping. So proper management of the beekeeping program needs several steps. That is, the hive should be kept nearer place from where the bees can easily collect the nectar and the pollen. So site of the apiary should be close to the flowering plant vegetation or the field, maybe agricultural field or the wild flora, so as to collect nectar and pollen easily. The hive boxes must be kept under the shade or under the tree so as to maintain cool condition. Apiary should be located aside the road for the transport facilities, or there should be freshwater reservoir present near to the hive or apiary place, and good flora must be there to the above explained site for the collection of nectar and pollen. Then flora of beekeeping industry. So a suitable type of flowering plants vegetation should be present near the apiary place for the provision of nectar pollen source from the either wild flora or the cultivated flora. May be a major source of pollen, may be major source of nectar, or may be the pollen source of both, that is nectar and pollen. Then another point, that is selection of the bee species and the procurement of the bee colonies. And next, that is the steps which are essential during hiving the bee, that is introduction of the new honeybee colonies with a bee swarm containing one queen, some workers and the drone should be introduced in the new hive boxes, and during which some sort of precautions or some measures should be, some methods should be practiced at the time of hiving the bee colony so as to accept or so as to adopt new bee box by the new honeybee colonies in the new apiary place or in the new hive boxes. So that is hiving the colony. And finally, the regular activities after acceptance of the bee colony in the new hive boxes, there should be a regular or routine management of the honeybee boxes, that is proper feeding, colony inspection, then checking activity of the queen, condition of the brood, cleaning the hive, provision of the water or provision of the sugar syrup. So that kind of activities should be planned or should be done regularly for the proper growth of the bees, or so as to maintain the normal health or growth of the bees, or so as to avoid the absconding or swarming behavior of the honeybee colonies in the new place, in the new box. So activities such as cleaning, feeding, watering should also be maintained regularly for the proper growth, development, or the actual advantage or the benefit uh, in the form of honey and wax, so as to get the adequate quantity or adequate yield of the honey and wax through the beekeeping practice. So it is essential to maintain or to manage the hive boxes with a honeybee colony in the apiary while the beekeeping practice. So today we'll stop here, and next time we'll continue with the next point, that is seasonal management. Thank you.